Guys, it's time to do boss talk.
Come on.
Guys.
We got. Why aren't you guys ready yet?
Get out of here!
Okay, let's go.
I'm playing my game! Get out!
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Boss Talk. I'm George, and this is Jervin. Everyone here, ourselves included, has been pretty busy this week with the release of Alan Wake and Red Dead Redemption, which is why there hasn't been a whole lot of solid news in the gaming community, but we got a couple stories for you today.
Two big games came out this week, Alan Wake and Red Dead Redemption. Obviously, Foe and Joe have been a little preoccupied with Red Dead Redemption, but George decided to pick Alan Wake. So, did you like it?
I mean, I really liked Alan Wake. It was a pretty interesting game. I'll have a full video review up at the website in the next couple days. You can also subscribe to the video and you'll see when it comes up. But just a couple things I really liked about it. The story was pretty interesting, even though the end pissed me off, just because it was kind of trying to make you buy the downloadable content to finish the actual game. And also, I mean, the combat was really interesting too. You have to kind of like shine a flashlight on enemies, and then only then can you kill them after you've shined it on them for enough time. So it was a little different than other games have already done. But the downloadable content made me it got me pretty pissed off because I wasn't able to finish the game at all.
Right, well, that's definitely a thing that's big right now, the DLC, especially adding on to a game that's already ended, but in that case the game wasn't ended, so I can understand why you'd be mad about that. The DLC and microtransactions, I think that's a big thing right now because developers are realizing that they can bleed more money out of people for, these games that they want to see more of. We saw it before with the Modern Warfare 2 map packs that nobody here bought because they knew it was a ripoff. These game developers know they can get more money out of people, so they're going to do it, period.
Yeah. I mean, like, a game like Mass Effect 2, where you already have a 40-hour game, and then you finish it, I don't mind paying a little bit extra to get, like, a character that they may not have had finished, or something like that, or even extra story, but when it comes to a game that hasn't been completed, or they haven't really wrapped it up in the end, they just say, oh, well, give us 2 more months to wrap it up.
Well, especially a game like Alan Wake that's been in development for so long. I mean, it's kind of stupid to make it, come to this point in the story and then, it's not done.
Exactly.
So to switch gears a little bit, Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of Zelda, obviously, says that he wants to make the games more player-friendly and kind of simplify the control scheme. And I have no idea where he's coming from this because, looking at the history of the Zelda games, it's always been pressing, the same 3 or 4 buttons. It's not the most difficult thing to do. I actually thought that Twilight Princess was incredibly easy, not just the control scheme, but the game itself. I'd like to see Legend of Zelda become a lot harder, but what do you think, George?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty fucking stupid. I mean, Zelda and Metroid are some of the only hardcore titles on the system, and Legend of Zelda, if they're going to make it easier, it's going to be pretty retarded because it's already easy as it is. I mean, I'm getting a little tired of finding a weapon in a dungeon, knowing I'm going to be using it 3 times against the boss, and then just, that's going to be it. I'd prefer something where you kind of use all the skills you've gained so far and make it just a little bit harder. So I guess really the Zelda games are going to go the way the rest of the titles on the Wii are going, and just kind of trending off into more casual games, which is kind of sad. Speaking of hardcore Wii games, this week Suda51 expressed interest in developing for the Nintendo 3DS, which, if you're not familiar with Suda51, he made like the Killer 7 game. He also made all the New More Heroes games, which are a lot of the more mature, gorier games for the Wii. And he's actually one of my favorite developers, so I'm pretty excited to find out what's going to be coming out of him in the coming months.
Speaking of awesome, this week Kevin Butler was in another ad, this one for Mon Nation Racers. You can see that on the PlayStation blog, which there's a link down there if you want to see it. It was very funny, like always, and I love Kevin Butler. But I didn't really like the Jack Tretton part. I didn't think it was that funny. He seemed kind of scripted, but fucking child actors.
So there's rumors heading around that PlayStation Network is going to be offering a subscription fee, and that as part of the subscription fee, you would be getting like a free game a month. They also said that the online effect would not be affected. It's just that actually getting a subscription fee would give you access to more content, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, it's stupid. I'm not really a big fan of paying extra, as I already have my Xbox Live subscription fee, and I feel there's a lot of unnecessary features there that you need to be a gold member to access. So I don't know how it's going to really work out, but if you got like a DLC plan, like where they give you the option to get like DLC for games you already have, I think that would be cool. That would work out pretty well.
there's a lot of rumors flying around recently about Sony's next generation handheld that hopefully they'll be showing off at E3. They're saying that it has a touchscreen and that it's got a quad-core processor. Now, if that's true, it's going to be a fucking beast for a handheld, and maybe Sony will actually be good competition for Nintendo.
That's it for another episode for this episode of Boss Talk. Thanks for joining us this week. Again, I'm George.
I'm Jervin.
That's David!
Anyway, we will be at Fanime at the San Jose Convention Center next week, roaming around. We don't have a table or anything, but we will be there. So watch out for us if you dare.
Hi, honey.
What's up?
So work was like super horrible and stressful today. What the fuck?
Could you stop talking? Because I'm trying to listen to the game and your voice is annoying.